Welcome to the Bakersfield City Council meeting. This television broadcast is brought to you by the local cable companies, the County of Kern, and the City of Bakersfield. You can watch the rebroadcast of this meeting Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 10 a.m., and the following Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can download the agenda for this meeting at www.bakersfieldcity.us. Presiding over this evening's meeting, the Honorable Karen Go.
Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting, the 5:15 City Council meeting of May 23rd, 2018. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Mayor Go.
Here.
Vice Mayor Smith.
I am here.
Councilmember Rivera. Councilmember Gonzalez.
Here.
Councilmember Weir.
Here.
Councilmember Freeman.
Here.
Councilmember Sullivan. Councilmember Parlier.
Here.
Thank you. Tonight we are privileged to have Pastor Jeff Gowling, who is the lead pastor at Bridge Bible Church, and he's going to be offering the invocation. Their church is very, very active in community outreach. And then after that, we will have our retired master, Gunnery Sergeant Glenn Denton, Vietnam War veteran. He's with the Marine Corps, and he's going to offer the pledge. Sergeant Denton, after returning back from Vietnam, purchased 10 acres of land and named it in memory of one of his fellow brothers in arms. And today, Camp Hamilton serves as a memorial for the former soldiers and a place of support for our servicemen. So thank you so much for your service to our country and for what you did for those men and women. Today, we remember our dear friend, former Mayor Harvey Hall, the longest-serving mayor of our city. 16 years, the 25th mayor, a dedicated citizen, an outstanding community leader, and a beloved friend. Mayor Hall did so much to change the quality of life for our community. He loved Bakersfield, and he said, I want to work every day to make this community a better place every day, and I want to make it the best place in America. And I know that he worked hard towards that and did it with great passion. He did it with great commitment, and we are going to dearly miss him. So at this time, I would ask us to stand, and we'll observe a moment of silence, and then following that, Pastor Jeff will lead us. Please stand, and let's bow in memory of Mayor Harvey L. Hall. Thank you, Pastor Jeff.
Father, our hearts are heavy this evening thinking about the loss of our longtime serving mayor, Harvey Hall. I just thank you for his many years of service to the city. And we just pray that you would be with his family as they mourn his loss, and be with the city as we also mourn his loss today. I pray that you would be with the current Mayor Go and the city council members that are here. Thank you for their service to this city. Thank you for their dedication to work hard for the good of the people here. And God, we know that you love this city. You love the people of this city. And there's so many great things about this city. And also a lot of struggles and people that are hurting. And I just pray that we would be your hands and feet, that you would help us to love those that are hurting, to celebrate those that are living the life that you have called them to here in Bakersfield. So I just pray your blessing on everything that's going to happen tonight, and that you would be honored and you would be glorified through everything that takes place here tonight and all throughout our city. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Sergeant.
I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you may be seated. Pastor Jeff, thank you for all the contributions of your church. I know you do so much community outreach. You're so active in serving our community, and we really, really appreciate what your congregation is doing. So thank you very much, Sergeant. Thank you very much also. Madam Clerk, next item. Well, I think the next one is where I get to talk about the guidelines. Here are a few guidelines to help our meeting run smoothly. We request that you turn off your phones, and in keeping with council policy, council members aren't allowed to send or receive electronic communications during the meeting. Please be courteous in the use of cameras and videos. Applause is allowed during the presentations portion of the meeting, but it isn't allowed at other times of the meeting. And for safety reasons, and as a courtesy to others, signs aren't allowed in the chambers. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Madam Clerk, would you please read the first item?
Public statements. We have received 3 speaker cards, each on separate subjects.
Thank you. At this time, we'll receive public statements. All statements are given a 3-minute time limit, 15 minutes per topic. If you have written comments that are longer than your verbal statement, please give those to the clerk and she'll give copies to the council. We would ask you to avoid any behavior that disrupts the meeting. We're very interested in issues of your concern, but due to the public notice requirement of the Brown Act, the council can't take action when an item isn't on the agenda. The council can, however, refer your matter to committee or request that staff contact you. So, Madam Clerk, now would you call the first public speaker, please?
O.C. Crawford, regarding an award banquet to honor all mayors in Kern County.
Good evening. Please introduce yourself. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members and all of you. Last year, I invited everyone to an award banquet awarding those people who were selflessly serving in the community. Because we felt that they really needed to be recognized and lifted up because they were, in effect, bringing about unity and harmony, and this is what we wanted to do as a family. And we wanted to have them really officially recognized, so we sought out Mayor Gold and asked her to hand out the certificates, and she did. And also present there was Mr. Gonzalez, and Mr. Harvey Hall was one of the persons who received an award. It was initially just for the common people. I had met so many people doing incredible things, and I was just going to award the common citizens. But when I started hearing about and learning about Mayor Harvey Hall, I said, well, he should be included because he's really an extraordinary person as a mayor and as a citizen. And I learned some things about his private life that was just showing that he really was a person of integrity and a generous person. So last year, the theme was Bakersfield, the best city in America. And we had a big banner saying that. And Mr. Gonzalez and Ms. Karen Go was there. So they know this is real. And I feel that even though Mr. Hall is not with us physically, spiritually, he is with us, and I feel that he wants us to make this next award banquet truly an amazing event that will be like set of precedents whereby the regular citizen, like myself and family, retired military person, are honoring our mayors who are working so hard. And I found out that mayors are truly sacrificial, giving, serving people. Really, it's amazing. I've heard through the grapevine that some mayors have attended up to 10 events in one day. I said, that is amazing. And I met other mayors and found out that they were really giving also and sitting on many other boards without getting paid for it, but just serving the public, being chairman of this committee and that committee. Anyway, we feel that Kern County truly can be and is the best county in America, and it will be so if you all can come. So I'm inviting all the council members to come of all the cities in Kern County and all the mayors, and I believe that will be making a statement which is beneficial for our city, our county, for America, matter of fact, for the whole world. And this is what we're trying to do, is promote unity and peace and togetherness, starting right here and having the waves go out and affect the whole world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford, and thank you for your service to our country. You can go ahead and give those to our city clerk. Thank you. Thank you. Would you please call the next public speaker?
Dr. Joel Huff regarding building a memorial for the Route 91 Kern County victims.
Good afternoon. Please introduce yourself and go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Huff. Thank you for your time. I'm here to propose building a memorial for the Route 91 Kern County victims. As a local chiropractor, I firsthand saw how this event affected our community. You know, with being born and raised in Bakersfield, one thing I always recognized is, you know, people in Bakersfield, we're very interconnected. You know, we always know someone that knows someone that knows someone. And when tragedies like this strike, it can have a very negative impact on a community like this. Me and my friend Bill Wright, about 6 months ago, decided that we wanted to do something for this. We felt with all the tragedies that happened last year that, you know, this kind of got, you know, swept under the rug and people kept moving on. But we also saw the hurt that, you know, was in Bakersfield. And so we decided as a community we wanted to pool our resources together and, you know, make a statement and let, you know, everyone in the community know that we do care and that tragedies like this, they do have a big impact. We have some binders here that will show our mission statement of what we're trying to do, as well as a couple location ideas and some concepts that I would like you guys to look at. One of the biggest things we wanted to do was, I'm not trying to amount a big lump sum of money. You know, I want to reach out for, you know, people to donate their time and resources. And when we first started asking the community, we had a very overwhelming response. And most people just, you know, told us, tell us when, you know, let us know when you're ready. And, you know, after many different design changes, we've met with many different people. This is my first nonprofit, so we saw a lot of criticism. And we've come a long way with our design, and we think, you know, we have something that, you know, it's at this time is appropriate to present to you, and we hope you'll like with what we've done. One of the biggest concerns with starting our nonprofit was what was going to be the point of the nonprofit. And when we spoke with one of the victims' family members, Lori Beaton, one of her biggest concerns was the maintenance of the memorial itself. So our main focus on our nonprofit is we want to maintain the structure, you know, in a very appropriate manner and never let it deteriorate. The site we want is the Bakersfield Sports Village. We had originally proposed Riverwalk, but after meeting with Diane Hoover, she had recommended this place, and we have some site plans that kind of overlap that.
Thank you, Dr. Huff, and you can give those to our city clerk, and she will get those to the members. Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, next speaker, please.
Eric Giroux regarding SB 54.
Good afternoon,
Welcome.
Honorable Mayor, members of the council. I just had one item of old business. At the Sikh parade last...
For the record, would you just introduce yourself, please?
Sorry, Eric Giroux. I'm sorry, I thought she took care of that. At the Sikh parade last month, the American flag was flown upside down from an official parade vehicle I sent these photos in. Apparently, nobody reads their email or checks their email. You might be wondering why we're so opposed to this group, and this is why. I mean, this is unacceptable. Deliberately disrespecting the American flag on an official parade vehicle, then lying about it and making up a bunch of mumbo jumbo that, oh, we didn't know which way the flag goes up. The other photo is of a float that clearly promotes the Khalistan liberation movement. Khalistan Zindabad. That's the same as Pakistan Zindabad, for those of you who speak Urdu or Pashtun. It's a liberation slogan. They're clearly advocating this terrorist movement. This is not acceptable. There's something very sinister going on down there. Just like to enter those into the record and make sure that you're aware of that. And remind you that the Jakara movement is not allowed to lobby or have any interaction whatsoever with any city official whatsoever. They're a 501c3 tax structure. They're not allowed to lobby. They're not allowed to get parks and have rallies to advocate for the renaming of the very park they're having a rally in. That's illegal. It's all illegal. If it has to go to court, it'll go to court. So, just wanted to touch base on that. And also to reiterate my point from the last meeting and urge the City Council to get ahead of this issue of SB 54. In the last week, I've attended 6 City Council meetings across California. Every one of them was a clean sweep, unanimous vote to join the federal amicus brief against SB 54. This is happening. I've got a list of 40 or 50 cities and counties statewide that are doing this, and I'd just like to respectfully urge you all to get ahead of this and to put it on the agenda. It's amazing that these guys can come and get off a plane at LAX and then get everything they want, but somebody who's here, a veteran, can't even get something added to the agenda when every other city and county in the entire state is doing this. So we're a little behind the curve on that, and I'd just like to respectfully ask that you add an agenda item to discuss joining the federal lawsuit or providing an amicus brief. It doesn't cost the city anything because the wording is there. Other cities have already done it. It's basically a copy and paste kind of a thing where you're just signing your name to it. And it needs to be done because the city is being exposed to tremendous liability the next time one of these MS-13 gang members kills a police officer or a citizen. Who's on the hook for that? I'm not sure. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Giroux, and thank you for your service to our country. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Under appointments, we have one appointment at large to the Historic Preservation Commission due to the resignation of Brady Bernhardt. An application for appointment was received from Julia Ellen Height.
Since there's only one applicant, I'll call on the Vice Mayor for a motion.
Thank you, Mayor. I would nominate Julia Height for the Historic Preservation Commission.
You have a motion. Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Consent calendar items 8A through 8Z for approval.
Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't believe we have anything to be pulled off, so I would move to approve items 8A through Z.
You have a motion. Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved.
And next item, please.
Council and mayor statements.
Colleagues, do we have any? Councilmember Sullivan.
Thank you, Mayor. Your words were certainly very nice, and they have been very nice, Mayor, regarding the passing of Mayor Hall. It's, very appropriate and very, very appropriate. But I just want to express and just what an honor it was, a forever wonderful memory to have worked with Mayor Hall. I was one of the council members on the dais in the year 2000 when he was first elected, and he was just very proud, just very, very honored to be the mayor, the new mayor of our city, and just worked very hard to continue with the standard that he knew that our city deserved. And unity in the community, he had his heart in that slogan, and that was his, that was what he worked to continue to promote. So he was, for 16 years, he was dedicated and worked very hard to just look the part, be the part, and he certainly did. He looked the part, and he was the part. So it was an honor to know him well and to work with him. So we will continue. He'll be remembered forever, one of a kind. It was mentioned in the paper he was born to be the mayor, and yes, he was, and served with respect and dignity. So anyway, it was a pleasure to know him, and he will never be forgotten.
Thank you, Councilmember Sullivan. We're all invited to the commemoration at Rabobank on Saturday, June the 2nd at 10 o'clock. Seeing that we have no other comments, also we had a loss of our Tehachapi mayor, Mayor Grimes, Mayor Ed Grimes, and he was also a beloved mayor, and we certainly want to express our condolences to the Grimes family and remember them also. I had the pleasure of working together with him just on various issues as a community, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends. Tonight, as we remember Mayor Hall, let's also remember Levon, his daughter Amy, and granddaughter Skylar. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and with the friends. And tonight I would like to adjourn the meeting in the honor of Mayor Harvey L. Hall, 25th Mayor of the City of Bakersfield, at 5:38. We are adjourned.